Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is out. LaForce. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Back to Holiday. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. From deep. Holiday grabs the miss.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. On the wing, Caruso. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Here's Dort. Tries it from 19. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Hey, Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
On the wing, Tatum. From outside the arc. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
And another miss by Oklahoma City. Outside Holiday. Dort with a steal. Pass to Holmgren. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
A swat by Porzingis at wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Dort for 3. The Thunder with another miss. Boston on offense. 9 points in a row. A good run going. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Lays it up and banks it in.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the bucket by Boston. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Brown with it. Guarded now by Williams. Left side, Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Holiday.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And he recovers it. Beyond the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. And here's Caruso outside. And so it's Boston in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
On the wing, Tatum. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 10.
How about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Rejected by Holmgren. Pushing it up now. Caruso misses. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Here's Tatum. Some solid defense from Williams. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Graham.
Oh, BA, a lot of times
time out.
they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries the spin move. Pass to Holmgren. Caruso outside. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Dort with it. Fires the 3. The Thunder with another miss. Now Brown. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about that? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a big-time defender, and sends that one back.
Hauled in by Brown.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Holmgren. Easy 2 for Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Second team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Back to Pritchard. Offline with a three.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Left side Williams. And here's Caruso outside. The offensive rebound. Here's Holmgren. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And that's a veteran move from the young fella, as Holmgren draws contact on that shot.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And stolen by Caruso. And he jams it home with authority.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Thunder trail by 12. On the wing, Caruso. On target from range. Caruso's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the first half now in the books. Celtics out in front, leading by 9. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
It's t-shirt time, everyone. Let's get loud.
So it's Oklahoma City now. 9-point game. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. So it's Oklahoma City now. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
To the inside. Here's Caruso.
Well, to me, that's the wingspan of Jaylen Brown bothering shooters. This guy gets right in their space and throws them off balance.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Holiday with the ball. Caruso covers. Here's Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. The 3 from Holmgren. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Pass to Caruso. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
First team foul.
Celtics lead by 13. Here's Holiday. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Holiday's got 8 points.
Yeah, good execution and close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 8 points now. SGA on the move. Pass to Dort to end the run. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And here's Holiday. Back to Brown. Fires the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. That one's wide left. Celtics lead by 15. Here's White. Brown with it. And stolen by Caruso. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And so it's Boston liking their chances, ending the quarter with a fit.
The Celtics, 41.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, D.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 17.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Tatum with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside Holiday. Knocks down the triple. And the Celtics lead by 20.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Good work defensively by White. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
The floater. And that one's good.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They can't stop the run with that one. Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Lou Dort picks one up. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Outside Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off with the layup. Here are the Celtics with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And he comes up with a bucket.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Five on the clock. Tatum pulls it in. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-2 run here.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jrue Holiday.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Boston dictating the flow. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. They kick it out to Porzingis. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brown. That shot missing. Now Dort. And here's Caruso outside, and it's good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one